Hello guys, welcome to EasyTV Presents Tech View, another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you guys how to take how to create a clone. That means virtual machine clone, VM clone. So I'll explain you first, and then I'll show you step by step. All right. So clone a virtual machine. That is, so for example, this is a virtual machine. So the virtual machine you can clone two ways. One way is one way is called link clone, another way is called full clone. So what is the difference between these two? So the link clone you can clone the machine when the machine is running, when the machine is live on the live mode. You can create another machine with the same configuration. For example, in this machine you install 10 software, right? 10 software installed in this machine. So the machine is running, and the live mode you just create a clone copy of this VM, and you name you just when you create a clone, the clone machine you name you change the name with like this, maybe like number 2, something like that. And then it's going to be a same copy of this one, same copy of this one. But there is a problem. Like if you do link clone, there is a problem. What's the problem? The problem is, if you want to run your clone machine, your the parent machine, the one from where you clone this one, the parent machine needs to be online, needs to be live, needs to be run. Then this one can be run because it shared the resource with each other. So the link clone, that's why you see the link, it will have a relationship, link. That's why it's called a link clone. So on the live mode, if you create any clone of a machine, that's called a link clone. And what is the full clone? The full clone has a 100% advantage. What the 100% advantage is? Like you don't, after you complete the cloning, after you're done with the cloning, this machine and this machine will not have any kind of relationship. So you can change the machine name, you can change the IP address, you can change everything. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. It's going to be an offline mode. That means what? If you want to create a full clone, you have to power off this machine, your target machine, your source machine, you have to power off. Then you can create a full clone. So now I can summarize like this way: the cloning a virtual machine clone can be happen in two ways. One is link clone, another one is full clone. So link clone is a live mode, and the full clone means you have to power off the machines, the one you are like your source machine or your target machine, you have to power off and then create a clone. That's a full clone, which is offline mode. And offline mode, yeah, I already explained. You have a lot of advantage, and actually, why you are doing this? Because instead of buildings, if you want to test the same 10 application or 10 software, whatever you install here, you want to test with that 10 software in different machine. How are you going to do that? So without cloning, you can deploy a new machine and install all 10 application or software, and that's how you can test it, right? So you have to do a lot of work. So instead of doing a lot of work, if you can create a full clone, so you can get the exactly same machine. This machine is the same copy of this machine, exactly same copy of this machine. So that's easy, right? Let's see how we can do that. So all right. So for this machine, WSUS machine, say for example, this machine, I'm going to now, okay. So I'm going to power off this machine now, power off. So before I power off, let's see what I have here. Say, let's say, create a folder here. Let's think about this is an application. So first application or software, application or software. Just think about I have something here. So I want to create a exactly same copy. So how you can do that? But you have to power off. I'm gonna do clone copy. So I'm going to power off the machine first. So when you power off the machine, go to the right click on the machine and go to the power, and then say power off. So power off, suspend, reset, hard stop, shut down guest OS, restart guest OS. So these two option is a gracefully shutdown, and this is a aggressive shutdown. So all the time as administrator you should do gracefully shut down, but I'm doing aggressive shutdown because this is my home lab. It's not going to like affect anything, because aggressive shutdown is quick shutdown, that's why. But don't do it on your real environment or your enterprise level environment. So right click on it, and then when you right click on it, you're going to see here template clone. Oh, sorry, under the migrate, you're going to see the clone. So if you click on the clone, it says clone to virtual machine, clone to template, clone as a template library. It's a clone to virtual machine, right? So I'm going to create the same virtual machine, but I have to have a different name. So I can say WSAS, ELS WSAS, right? ELS WSAS, say C. That means clone copy, or you can say FC, full clone, FC, full clone. Just a name, nothing else. It's up to you how you're gonna name it, right? And then you're gonna put it whatever the folder you have, your selection, say just for example here, or maybe some other place. Click next, and your computer resource, which server you want to deploy it. Say for example on my host number 3. Click next, and then select a data store. Say for example maybe NAS storage, or maybe how much space I have. Okay, this one I have a huge space, right? So select this one, click next, and then if you want to do the customization, you can also do the customization. I'm not doing anything, so click next, and it shows whatever so far I made change, everything it shows here, and then finish. So now you can look at it here. You can look at here. The machine is now creating another machine, right? You see here, FCC. So whenever this machine is creating, in that time you have to have a, or like your main machine will be powered off. Software is done, you're gonna power on. So in that time you can have some downtime. So whenever you're gonna do full clone, and if it is an application server, like you say a production server or something like that, in that case maybe you can do it in after hours. So if it is down, it's not gonna impact users, right? So that's what you can do. But in that case, in this situation, don't take a snapshot. I said in any kind of change you made, take a snapshot, right? But in this case, don't take a snapshot, because you are creating another virtual machine, so you don't need to create a snapshot. Okay. So we have to wait until it's finished. Oh, sorry. Actually, I'm going to reconnect it. Okay. So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, and we have to wait until it's finished. And I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back when it's done. All right, so you see here, like this is done. So like very easy way, I have another copy of the machine. So but you cannot just power on the machine, because so this one now you can power on. Okay, you can power on this machine. This is the original machine, right? You can power it on, there's no issue. But the second one, the one you created as a clone, don't power it on right now. Before you do the power on, you have to change the IP address. Otherwise, it's going to be IP conflict, because this one has the same IP address, right? So it's going to be an IP conflict. So how you can do that? Just right click on it and go to the edit settings, and then make sure the VM network, right? and here make sure you just disconnect this only network adapter. So if you disconnect the network adapter, then it will, if you power off the machine, still the machine will not going to have any kind of communication with other VMs, right, on the network, because the entire network is down for this VM, which is the clone one, right? So make sure, it's remember, please remember, because otherwise you'll have a big problem. If you turn on the clone machine and the parent machine at the same time, you'll have a big problem, because both machines will have the same IP. So make sure the clone machine, before you power on, go to the edit settings and then expand the network adapter, and then status, which is like it has a check mark. It has a check mark before, just uncheck it and click OK. So now you're in the safe side. You can just power on the machine, and you can locally log in and then change the you can locally log in there and change the. So this is our original machine and this is our clone machine. So let's see actually how the clone works. So I'm just waiting to power on this machine. Okay, it's almost done. Get device ready. Okay. All right. So the full clone machine is powered on. And so do you think you can do the RDP on this machine? No, you cannot. Why? Because there is no network. So your AD account not going to work, your RDP not going to work. So you have to log in, you have to open the machine on the browser like this, right? On the browser. And then you have to log in with the local administrator, not with your Active Directory user, not with your Active Directory user. So you have to remember, not with your Active Directory user right now. You have to log in as a local administrator. Sorry, I forget this part. Or what I can do, other, and then in here say, since the machine is okay, now you can log in as that. And I still okay. Okay, let me see actually what I have on the actual original machine. Oh, sorry, I opened the same machine again and again. So this is my parent machine, the original machine, and this one I can easily do the RDP, right? I don't need to do this. I can easily do the RDP on it. So if I do the RDP on it, so when I do the RDP, I'm using my actually service account. I log in there is this with the, you see here, I have this. Sorry, this is the original machine. So I'm just going to check actually why I'm not able to do that. The administrator is changed or what? So this is another lesson learned. Before you make a clone, make sure you're gonna check the local administrator. Okay, so that the way I'm checking right now. So you can type computer management, just use that just com is going to be pop up, and then go computer management. And expand the local users and groups users, and use the administrator, right? So I forget to check this administrator, and I should, before I do the cloning, I should change reset the password. And also, if I remember the password, that's completely okay. But if you don't remember, then just right click and then set the password. So long time ago I used this box, so I don't know, actually I forget the password, that's why I'm not able to log in with the new one on the new machine. I'm trying to log in with the new machine. Sorry, something happened. So anyway, because long time I didn't log in there, that's why. So you have to log in with your local administrator on the new full clone machine, and then what do you have to do? And then you have to go to the, after you log in with the local administrator, then you have to go to the local server, and then go here. I change the IP address, double click this one, go to the properties, and then TCP IP, and then put it here, the different IP address, not the same one. Okay. And then whenever you have a different IP address, and then come back here on the vCenter, and then select this one, and then right click on it, go edit again, and then select, and then connected power on, and click OK. So that's what you have to do. You have to click OK. But I'm not doing the OK because my machine is already powered on, right? So, and I wasn't able to change the IP address. So this is how you can do the clone, and you can test it whatever you want. And that's all. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. And if you think this video is helpful for you, please give a big thumbs up, and also make some comments, because your comments is encourage me to make a lot more video for you guys. And if you're new in my channel, please subscribe my channel. And thank you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.